felt great to just be back into the flow of the game, be back on the court, being back to where I think I belong at. Just being out there with the guys again. And I think more so of the routine, team bus, team lunch, being around the guys' locker room, just the routine that I've been used to for 17 years now. So getting back into that. But as far as the game goes, it felt good to be back out there.
What's the last 24, 48 hours been like for you?
It's been a little hectic. Going from just getting that phone call, to really, solidifying that and making it happen, and to coming here and playing my first game is, not really having a chance to, kind of take it all in and think about it and reflect on it is, you got to go. There's no time for that.
With just a morning shoot around, how much did you have to rely on those years of experience when you get back out there?
You know what? I relied on the work that I've been putting in over the past year, a year and a day to the day. Right? So I rely on the people that I trusted to come alongside this journey with me and training and all the motivation, self-motivation. Really pushing myself to not give up. When times it was, I was questioning that. So, but to fight through that and to be back where I am today, I rely more so on that, just my knowledge of the game. And as far as conditioning go, I felt absolutely great out there. It was minor things, but it was more of the flow of things and getting used to how the team want to play and plays and sets and getting used to the guys on the team. And also the game is different. Within a year the game has changed, right? It's, the physicality of the game has changed. The way that they call the game, the way that the game is played has changed. So you almost have to adjust, again when it comes to that.
How would you say the game has changed since you last played? How would you say the game has changed since you last played?
I just think that it's been last season, so you make it seem like it was
I'm sorry,
5 years ago.
I apologize.
I think just the physicality of the game, right, and what you can do, what you can't do, how physical you can be. I have to figure that out, but that's going to come with playing more games and getting that experience and just being out there more.
Melo, you said in your video that this will only work if both parties see it in the same way. How do you see it, and how do you think they see this?
Oh, it worked. I'm here. It works. They saw it. They had a vision and they had a plan, and I was a part of that plan. And when it came down to it, I wanted to be a part of that plan. And both parties said, "This is what we want to do. Let's make it happen." And I'm here today playing my first game.
What did they communicate as far as their vision for you?
I don't get it. I don't get into all of that. I'm back. It's hard to say right now, right? It's my first day, my first game. Haven't had a practice. Haven't had much time around the guys. They played last night, so they didn't get a chance to see them this morning. I was in the gym this morning by myself with the coaching staff. So those are the small things that I think people outside of basketball really don't understand how big and important that is.
What kind of realistic contribution do you foresee? What is this year going to look like for you?
Who knows? I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen this year. I come into this game now with a totally different mindset, totally different motivation. The way that I see just the game, the way that I see, not just the game of basketball, but just overall the way that I see it, the way that I approach it, is totally different.
In what way?
Huh?
In what way?
Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, just the way that I'm able to see things. A lot of things is clear to me now, and so I can just go out there and just play basketball now. And I wouldn't be here if those guys didn't believe in what I could bring to this team.
So when you got out there tonight with those guys, that was really your first time being on the court with them.
Yeah, those guys got in last night. They played, in Houston. It's back to back, so those guys ain't not having shoot around. So it was just more so, for me to just get that feel back and get out there and get that game under my belt.
Were you ever scared that you weren't going to get this chance?
It was scared. I think I came to a point where I was willing to accept it either way, right? If this was going to be it, I was willing to accept it, right? And I had to get myself mentally prepared for that, and I did, to be honest with you. And I stayed with it. It was like I said, it was times where I didn't want to, just I wanted to just say, forget it, move on in my life, spend more time with my family. I started getting more comfortable with that. And I just stayed with it. You know, my family, my wife really pushed me to, you know, get up every morning. And it was days where I didn't want to get up. And it's hard to keep yourself motivated. Like self-motivation is, you know, I got a new outlook on this.
Was there a point where there was like a final push before, like when your agent was talking, when they had teams where you thought, all right, this is, we're going to have this one more chance again?
Yeah, it's just been a roller coaster, right? It's like, it was like double dutch almost. It's, you know, okay, we got this team, and now we don't got this team, right? This team is interested now. So, you know, at this point, it was one point where I told my agent and my family, look, just let me know when it's first and goal, right? And it's time to go. Don't call me when it's first and 20. Like, I don't want to hear it.
And that was the call you got last week?
That was the call I got within the 72 hours.
How have you working with your trainer? Is that what you like? What's your last year been like? How you been staying able to come out, play 20 minutes like that off your couch?
I wasn't on the couch. I wasn't on the couch. I stayed with it, man, and you know, I think mentally, was the most important thing for me. Physically, as far as basketball goes, that comes easy to me. I still had to put the work into that, but it was more of a mental and emotional challenge for me, more so than a physical challenge.
To not quit?
To not quit.
What was your low point during that time?
My low point?
Yeah.
My low point, it was a time where I actually thought that I was about to let go a love of my life. Like I thought I was going to let that go at one point in time. You know, basketball is something I've been playing for 20-something years, right, 25 years. So I thought I was going to have to let that go at one point in time. So I had to get over that hump mentally and emotionally. But once I got over that, it was challenging, I can tell you that.
Was there a defining moment that helped you get past that?
Yeah, the call 72 hours ago. That was the defining moment. It was all the way up to that point.
So how do you view this chance you have here?
I have a new outlook on it, right? It's you know, I think for me, where I'm at, mentally, emotionally, the way I see things now, the way I approach the game, the way I approach just situations, I think it's more so of me just having another different appreciation of just what this is and what the game of basketball brings to me.
Have you been able to feel how much your peers are pulling for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's on one hand, you know, I was in the gym with those guys, right? And most of these guys that's in the league right now, this summer, over the past year, it was, you know, we play together, we work out together, you know, they know it, they saw it, right? They experienced it. They was in the gym with me. They saw how locked in I was, so it was easy for them to support that, right? If I was just a guy who was just out there not doing nothing, then they wouldn't support that. So it's real genuine love, and it's, you know, the people that know, they know, and it's genuine when it comes to that.
On the flip side of that, how tiring do some of the questions get surrounding your name, whether it be efficiency, playing defense, accepting your role?
You know, that was another thing I had to like get myself mentally ready for and get past that. That felt good not hearing that, right? Because I almost got away from it, right? I disconnected from the game. I disconnected from the questions. I disconnected from all the stuff that surrounded me. Because a lot of that stuff was just everybody's opinion. And I'm here now. That's what's important, man. And, you know, I could have still been home, right? So pull the trigger, and no matter whatever happens, I will always appreciate that.
So do you think dealing with that now will be easier going forward, kind of, you know, expecting some of the things that I'm sure you'll hear going forward?
Oh, I don't got to listen to it. It's nothing that nobody can say to me. It's nothing that anybody can write about me that will affect me in any way, shape, or form.
Melo, did you bring your son to there?
Yeah, my son is here, man. My son is here. My whole family's supposed to be here. My wife had to work. She's in Chicago. My son is here. I just wanted him to have this experience, too.
What did those first?
For a couple more, then we're gonna wrap it up.
They went to you on those first 3 possessions. What did it feel like to get that first shot to actually go?
I think the greatest feeling of it all was to feel wanted, you know, by a group of guys who believe in me and my talent and what I can bring to the game. And it wasn't just the players; it was a coaching staff. You know, they really showed a strong level of belief in what I can still do. So.
part of you that wish you had listened to that Dame and CJ recruiting pitch a couple summers ago?
I listen. It just, things work out the way it work out, right? And timing is everything. And, I'm here now, so it worked, Dame. It worked.
Did you know from the start that you were going to start today, or was that kind of a late decision?
Nah, that was something that was established, from the gate. That we had that phone call. It was let's be transparent. I think, that was the miscommunication over the past couple of seasons about, what my role would be and things that was expected from me. And that was a big point in talking to those guys. Let's be transparent. It's not nothing that I won't be willing to do, but just let me know up front. And if it's whatever it is, just let me know. Just put it all on the table and we go from there. But nothing was ever questioned. It was okay. We want you to come in. We want you to play. We want you to start. We want you to get going. And that was that. That was a big reason why I made that decision to come.
They said you were starting right from the top.
Yeah.
You left the court twice before the game. Why was that?
Oh. I've been doing that for 16 years, man.
Right?
It's just routine. It's just routine.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.